appointments?
You know, Diego and I don't have to go to GNIB.
Oh, isn't it lovely?
Lucky you.
Lucky. Yeah, no, it's a pain. It's awful. So the appointments, you've got to keep trying and trying. Talk to students in other classes and find out what worked for them. Okay? Because if you're planning to travel home for Christmas, you need to get in and have your appointment before December. Okay? So you've got to keep trying. Don't forget about it. Okay? Or you'll end up in difficulty.
The science students tend to find people or apps that.
You know people who do
Yeah.
it. Well, you know someone there who just needs to share the information. Okay, 3 more things to go through. Today, do you have a question? Have you a question?
Oh, I was asking about visa.
Yeah.
So visa type is stamp 2 visa or any type? Because I was looking at my passport.
Sorry.
So I was looking at my passport. It's
Yeah.
a short-term visa.
Your visa now is for 3 months.
Yeah. So I need
Okay.
to
And you have to go to the immigration to extend your visa for 12 months. So when you go to the appointment, your visa will be good until the 30th of September 2020. Okay? Okay, today at 12:30 is Wellness Wednesday. Do you know about this? You'll all be there, get the talk from Dr. Mark, because at some stage this year you probably will get sick. So it's good to go along to that and find out information about healthcare and everything in Ireland. There is a trip to Bray on Sunday. Are you going?
Will we hear?
Huh?
Will we hear?
You won't be here. You'll be somewhere much more exciting.
Well, not much more excited.
So, Bray is outside of Dublin. It's on the seaside. It's fresh sea air. It's beautiful. You should go. Okay? You should go and experience it. Get out of the city. Okay? Also, you're a small group, you engineers. It would be nice for you to meet the business students, the PMP students. You know, there's 80 students in the college. Get to know some other students. Okay? So do sign up for that. Also, the Connect Cafe is happening on Friday. Do you know about this?
Yes.
Yes? Is someone in here baking a cake?
Dorian.
Dorian. Is there anyone who likes baking?
Space cake.
Yeah? What? What did you say? Spice cake?
No.
No, I heard spice cake. I think it was something else. So not yes to that.
A European cake served at
Cake.
coffee shops.
Bring cakes, eat the cakes. If you don't like baking, do go and eat the cake. Okay? And there will be a jar in the corner of the room. You can put money in the jar if you want to. You can put in 5 cents if you want to. You can put in €500 if you want to. But it's up to you. Nobody minds. Don't feel, oh, I don't want to go because I don't have money to put in the jar, or I don't want to go because I don't want to bake a cake. Go, enjoy it, eat the cake. Stephen's baking. Oh.
I might bring something, but we'll see.
Spice
We'll
cakes.
see.
Maybe.
Who
And then-
knows? Donuts might appear.
Oh, I'm
Who
not here on
knows?
Friday.
Oh, shame.
No. Okay, and then the very last thing is next week we're doing our bushcraft workshop. Now, do you know what bushcraft is?
Bush isn't like a bush, like bush is the
Plant. Yes.
Yes,
bush. Yeah.
yes. So if you were alone in the wild, in a forest or a jungle, could you survive?
Yes.
Maybe you need some training. This is why we've organised this workshop. To teach you how to fashion a knife from wood, kill an animal with your
Yes.
bare hands, build a fire, cook it, eat it, find food in the wilderness. Okay? Just like Bear Grylls. Exactly. It's a lot of fun. No animals will get harmed during bushcraft, or students, hopefully. Okay? But it's very popular. We do it every year,
Yeah.
and there's very limited spaces, and students always love it. Now, normally it costs €30 per person, but you just pay €10 and DIFC subsidises. But there's limited spaces. So I'm going to send you out the email about it. If you want to do it, register straight away. Okay? And Dorian is class rep. You should be encouraging everyone to the Connect Cafe, to the Bray Walk, and to the bushcraft. Okay? That's it. Any questions? No, sorry, Stephen.
No, that's okay, yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
So yeah, Dorian, as class rep, you should make a cake for us.
I can't. I really know you want
Impossible. We wouldn't like it. All right. So what's the first question we'll have a look at there?
Number 12, I would say.
12. There's no problems before that.
I mean, 2 and 4 were the same. Like they were repeated.
Oh, 2 and 4 is a repeat, is it? So 12. Okay. What's the story with 12? What's the problem with it? Is it?
the power.
Oh, so then forget about it because it shouldn't be there.
Also, number 12, just
We have to do it later, yeah. Any other problems then? No? It was only because of the power in number 12?
Yes.
Yeah?
Oh, and a little confused.
Yeah.
The downward force, I read the answer is minus, but the answer is positive.
The person who writes the marking scheme is not very careful about this.
Oh, okay.
They should be more careful, they're not.
So yes, I wanted to ask, in the impulse question,
Yeah,
and they don't specify direction,
yeah.
if you show negative when the answer in the mark scheme is positive, will they still mark it right?
No, if they don't
Because,
specify
yeah,
the direction,
yeah.
it's your arbitrary choice,
Yeah.
you know, so it's fine. So the only problems was 2 and 4 are copies
yeah.
because they used the same question, or I made a mistake.
No, it's the same. Just the same question.
I
Like,
think question
go
11,
next.
yeah, question 11 and question 12 is the same.
Are copies as well, and they both have power in it.
Yeah.
Like yeah, I couldn't find the answers for question 2 and 4.
Oh, yeah.
I better write all of this down. Hang on. 2 and 4, they're a copy.
Yeah, and no answer.
11 and 12 is a copy. And it's also power too, huh? And then which one is missing an answer?
2 and 4. Well, they have the answers, but it's not on that place. Like it's somewhere else.
So I need to check what happened here with the answers then.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I forget which question is the one where the source is incorrect.
And maybe it's 2 and 4 then, because they're saying when you check that, that's not the answer.
Like it's you go to the paper.
Yeah.
And it's a complete different.
Oh yeah,
answer.
it's semester
Like,
1 then. It's 2 and 4.
Is that the only problem? It's I put the wrong semester down.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. It should be what?
Semester 1.
Ah, and I wrote semester 2.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's easily fixed. So the answer for that question is in the semester 1 exam then. Okay, well that's fine then. So really, no problems then. I think there were a lot of questions, but they were all quite short, right?
They were quite straightforward.
Straightforward questions, yeah. Did you have time to look at the next homework?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how did that go? The next one.
Next being moments and center of gravity.
Yeah. How did that one go?
I didn't look at it.
Didn't look at it yet? Did anybody have a chance to look at it? And how was it?
I think it's easy.
It's not hard. How many questions were there?
Just 2.
Just 2?
Yeah.
Ah, goodness. Okay. Why don't you just do those 2 questions now really quickly, and then if there's no problems, we'll start the next lesson, okay?
Moments and center of gravity.
Yeah, there's only 2 questions, Regina was telling me.
I was doing too much physics last night. And didn't
You
like-
can never do too much physics.
Yeah, I mean, even I was doing now, it's still doing the physics.
Good. Good.
So just a question, when there was 2 questions that had a ball bouncing off the floor,
Yeah?
and then they asked for the impulse,
Yeah?
what would the direction of the impulse
Well, to be precise, is it the impulse on the ball or on the ground? Probably on the
It's
ball.
on the ball while it's in contact,
The impulse would be upwards.
upwards.
Yeah, because the ground is pushing up, so to speak, on the ball. Yeah.
I see, because there's one where it says determine the change in momentum of the ball, and then it says determine the impulse from the racket.
Oh, that one.
Oh, so that depends which way you take us, like left and right for the motion. So
Yeah, so for the first one, the one that's the momentum of the ball,
yeah.
I said the answer towards the ball.
Yes,
From
fine,
the
fine,
racket
fine. Yes,
to
yeah,
the-
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
fine.
then it says from the racket. English, from the racket. Does that mean the momentum on the racket or the momentum?
From the racket would mean from the racket means the racket is imparting onto the ball,
Yeah.
and the ball experiences a change of momentum. Yeah.
On the answer, do you have to state if it's the racket or ball? Or just put like
No, I would be perfectly happy if you just have
the number?
the number with a plus or minus, and yeah.
I'm just so used to if it's a vector quantity, if you don't state direction, you get the last mark wrong.
They're a little bit careless
Yeah.
about that. That's all.
But I see the NCUK don't really
No.
mind.
No. You said question 3 and 4 was the same.
2 and 4.
Oh, so 2 and 4. Oh, huh? They look different to me. Oh, 2 and 4.
2 and 4.
Oh yeah, sorry. And it should say semester 1, shouldn't it?
Yeah, yeah. The only difference is the ID.
I'd like you working on the next one though, because I want those 2 questions done so we can move on.
Okay.
So, Zach, you're saying for number 2 here, that should say semester 1.
I think so.
Do you mind double checking
Yeah.
before I change it?
Okay. Seventeen, 18.
Are you finished? Oh, great. The 2 questions. Easy? Quite easy. Nice. Finished?
Yes, so it's end of semester 1,
Okay.
17, 18.
Cool. So I just need in my database to change this to semester 1.
Yeah.
Nice.
Same
And
question A2. Yeah.
and then finally, oh wait, no, you said which ones? 11 and 12 were the power ones? I have it here. Let me see.
It was 4 and
2 and 4 I fixed, but
sorry, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12,
oh, it's because it says what is the power of the pump.
and
Yeah,
12, 8,
number
15,
D, yeah.
16, 18.
Yeah, okay. So that's 357 and 364. 357 or ID equals 364. Okay. Why is this gone off? I'm going to move those 2 questions with power to the lesson on work and power. Right. Why the heck are you not working? Do we need to see any of those 2 questions? They were easy peasy for little babies? Wonderful. Let's just continue then with the next lesson. So,
Maybe just see, so what is the advantage or disadvantage of having a one-armed
is that a question?
spanner instead of a two-armed spanner?
Let's see what the
Like a wheel spanner.
let's see what the heck they say. The name of this lesson is center of gravity, isn't it?
Moments and center of gravity.
Let's have a look.
Question 2C.
You can see okay? Yeah, great. 2C. In another design, the wheel brace has only 1 arm rather than 2. Give 1 advantage and 1 disadvantage. Okay, let's have a look. So, am I picturing, currently it's like this, and this is F, and this is F, yeah? And this is R, and this is R. And what's the total turning force? 2 or F diameter, yeah. Now, if they have only 1, do they mean only 1 but the same length, is it, or?
Actually, they ambiguous there.
Oh, yeah. I think because it says has only 1, I think what they mean to picture is perhaps it's just like this.
Yeah, same arm.
Yeah, so, so that means a disadvantage is clearly
You have to
half the moment. You see, you get half the turn. Yeah? Oh, what's an advantage though? Is there any advantage?
That's why I think if it was
Cheaper to make.
Okay, yeah.
You're only spending half the money on the arms now. Any other advantage? It's really hard to think of what advantage there could be for making something worse. What the heck did they say in the marking scheme as an advantage? Do they give one? What?
Small, easy to carry.
Ah. That's terrible. That's as bad as my it's cheaper to make. Okay, so we'll say it's smaller and cheaper. Why the heck not? Yeah, it's not great, I know. The worst one I've ever seen in the exam, it's so funny. We'll do this later, but the question was about making something called a transformer, where the voltage comes in high and then the voltage comes out low, or vice versa, whatever it is. And they say, this transformer is put inside a metal box, for protection. But the problem is the metal gets quite hot because the transformer releases a lot of heat. So the box gets quite hot. So the question was, what could you do to reduce the heat? So when I was doing this to the students, I said, oh, well, maybe you could put little, slits in it, or you're right, you could put a fan on the top, or, something like this, right? what do you think the marking scheme answer was? It was the most ridiculous answer I've ever seen. It was so funny. I couldn't believe they wrote this.
Under the water or something?
Take out.
No, that's ridiculous. It's not that bad. It's true. Yeah, I'll tell you.
Change it to wood or something.
No.
Just take out the bottom.
That's it. It was take out the box. Just remove the box altogether, and that's how you stop it from overheating. Like, that's a stupid answer, you know. Yeah, that's
In
just
one of those
stupid.
questions, you actually can't write whatever you want because it's so ambiguous. Like,
Yeah, and to be honest, I don't think I would give a mark to a student who gave me an answer like this. You know, it's a little bit